Good day everybody, I welcome you to the second video of Monday. This one is going to be focused on, it's either going to be me taking an L or me taking a W. Like, I don't know how this is this is going to go down, but it's going to have like two parts to it. First part, I want to talk about the trade-in store. And now that we spent like a weekend to kind of like have a look at the experience of players and also like taking some like feedback that the forum has and like speaking to a few players about how the trading store has really been like a mixed experience for people. The mixed experience is that if you look at the store as it is, so, you know, we've got it right here. The store it's okay for some. And as I said in the video on Friday, I feel like I've got more crosses than I've got ticks of kind of like, you know, good versus bad. So some of the good side of things is that there's some trading elements for tier 4 class catalyst crystals. Even more so getting your one tier 4 class catalyst that you can then re-roll into a crystal itself, as opposed to the two that's currently in the featured tab. So that's good. That's a good little thing. The same way that there's other things available for players, like if you're a lower player and like, okay, I want to build up to get an awakening gem, like 4 stars into 5 stars, then you can do that. There's a trade-in function for that for lowers. The cost side of things is debatable, and when you get up to the higher end type of element, then that's something we'll talk about as well. Same thing with the signature stones. Like, can you really say to yourself that for a 6-star perspective, re-rolling to get generics when, you know, you have 5 to get what, 1, it seems a bit like, well, like a bad deal, a bad trade. The lower ones, again, if you got stashes of stuff and inventory clearing, I think this is really the purpose of it. And the resource trading side of things can actually be quite good, especially if you're going to be repeating old content, grabbing more of the lower health potions and revives and want to transfer them into more, you know, stockier versions of themselves. And the same thing if you want to repeat things like Realm of Legends and kind of trade upwards, then that can be a really kind of like good opportunity for players to get level 4s, to then get level 5s and so forth. So there are some good elements, even with like the gold side of things. I've traded through and got some like better uncollected gold crystals and got some good RNG from those. The full energy refill is great as well. Those are fantastic. Like, I can't complain at that. There's a lot of ticks. The crosses really come from like an endgame perspective and the, well, hypocritical nature to hoarding. A lot of times it does feel like hoarding is something that players do. I mean, I hoard crystals for the purpose of creating content. Like if I said, oh, hey, by the way, I'm going to be opening up 1 6-star crystal and then a load of prem crystals, or just a couple of 1 prem crystal, and it's just like, it's not really kind of like interesting to watch. So I'll normally do a live stream of live streaming. What, last time I did one was like 25 6-stars, you know, that's interesting. But at the same time, you know, I look at this and go, right, well, I've got to find something interesting. Hoarding from a crystal perspective may be very different to, say, hoarding of awakening gems, signature stones, and things like that. People would hoard signature stones in order to kind of put into one specific champion. The same thing with hoarding in this case, which is hoard your awakening gems because they actually might mean something for a trading perspective. And there's been a lot said on this matter, especially if you kind of look at where we are. Where this was posted, say, on the 10th of December, and where we are with like the page 10, there seems to be like I don't know, difference in what players kind of like feeling towards this, especially from going like, right, well, should you hoard your awakening gems? And this is the sad side of things, going like, yeah, you might have to in future, but you don't know what command we're going to throw out next year. So the point, again, we get to like just about to switch over to the part 2, but let's talk it from an endgame perspective, right? For me, I've only done Abyss of Legends to have the piece of content to give me a 6-star awakening gem. I don't have the time to do my 100%ing of Act 6 just yet, and Act 7 has not given us any opportunity to get 6-star awakening gems, and also I don't have the time to do an Abyss of Legends, the final 2 paths that I've got to do on that, or 3 paths I've got to do on that one. Either way, like, I kind of feel like now I'm getting closer to rank 4 materials, so I do Act 7 first to get the rank 4 materials and do Karina's challenges to get the materials, to then get myself a rank 4 champion, to then go back into Abyss of Legends to make the content more not doable, but kind of make it like it's a bit more smoother, so to speak. Not that it will be ridiculously more, it's just a case of like, it's that added extra spice and edge that I'd have in that content. So it's all about, again, like, you know, good practice, kind of that is what I'd probably do, right? So I guess it's my own fault that I don't have another 6-star Awakening gem. But at the same time, this is the opportunity that a lot of players were looking at. Because normally it's like 18,000 units gets you the 6-star Awakening gem in the Cyber Weekend deals. And the second part of that is like, well, this 6-star Awakening gems aren't really the premium item anymore. It's tier 6 basics and tier 3 alpha fragments. You know, that's the premium item. I don't know why 6-star Awakening gems haven't been reduced in value, especially with the extent of 6-star shards now available for Thronebreaker players and opportunities. So you get 6-star Nexuses, but we don't get opportunities with things like 6-star Awakening gems a lot more. I just find it a very kind of like weird balance between you targeting a specific champion or getting loads of Awakenings. And I've got loads of Awakenings. Especially if we do 6-star featured, you're awakening a lot of champions you don't think that you're going to awaken. And more so in the 6-star basics. But in any case, that point aside, going back to this store side of things, and it's good for some that hoarded, but bad in others. And for me, like, I had a lot of Awakening gems, and this is the part 2 of things, opening up stuff. Now I had an opportunity because I did all right in hoarding. I hoarded a good chunk of Awakening gems, but do bear in mind, in hoarding Awakening gems, and in particular the lower ones, when you're transferring them up to the 5-star Awakening gem crystal, because I thought, oh, I think I had like 3 generics, then it came to a point of, right, well, I've got to get more. I've got to get like a couple more Awakening gems. And so did the conversion and then left towards the last one, the last couple. And the RNG was just not helping me out to a point where I was getting like 1 into science, 1 into like a previously converted one, which I think was like tech. So I'm looking at this and I'm kind of now going, oh dear, I'm in trouble. And that's just the thing. I can say like I hoarded Awakening gems, but I very quickly found myself in trouble. Again, just to be clear on what my trouble is that as I was doing these here 4-star Awakening gems, and I was kind of like getting up the process, I was then trying to get the generic, I then need to invest my 4, and you can see I've done this 5 times to try and get 5-star Awakening gems. So I've done 4 attempts so far, and this is my 5th and final attempt. And how this kind of like can look like a trade-in event that's not going to work for me is that I have to rely on RNG to get myself the 3rd and final Mystic that I need. There, Mystic. And Mutant, I own 2 of each. And I need 3. Right? That becomes a problem when it's just like I have to rely on RNG to get the trade-in. And it's like, yeah, this is cool. This is a cool little event, but at the same time, the limitations that we're finding from trading in 5 generics to get 1 6-star Awakening gem, if you don't have that, you are literally going to be scuppered. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to open it. It's either going to be a W or an L. And I have to make this decision very quickly, depending on the results, whether I'm willing or interested and have the time, which at the moment I don't have the time, within 5 days, less than 5 days actually, to 100% variant 8. It is doable. It's doable content. I've done the completion. I've been repeating some of it, but I don't know if I have the time in order to do it. So that may be the focus of the streams I'm going to be doing in the future. It's just 100% this as quickly as possible to get that last 5-star Awakening gem. But I have to fall to RNG. And that again is just the thing. RNG will play a factor. And it sucks when RNG plays a factor into like the trade in store. And I think Kabam will learn from this, especially for people that, you know, I'm Thronebreaker, I've got a lot of 6 stars, and I'd like to awaken like more, but it is pretty tough. So, you know, here we go now with this, and here we go with the RNG. So I'm going to purchase my last 5-star Awakening gem, and I have to get 2 out of 6 of those classes, and that's the disappointing side of things. Okay, and the thing is, I'm not alone, because I know that other people, I've seen people on the forums that have been exactly the same boat, that they're trying to get that last kind of like bit to try and either get a miss out or not. It's tough. It's really tough. So as a lot you know, I need Mystic or I need Mutant or it's a bust. And then it's a case I have to then do I don't have to do I have to 100% variant 8. Otherwise, and then again I fall down to RNG whether or not this is going to be Mystic or Mutant. Not well, yeah. If it's a case it's like it's one or the other, at least it gives me then one more chance to kind of go. I'm 50-50. So to be brutally honest, if it kind of like if it's any of the others, which I have one of, then it's a case that makes it 2. So again, it goes down to RNG, but at least kind of like rather than being like a 4 versus 2, I'm now, you know, 50-50. Please save me time. Please. Please. Yes! Oh my god, I get my week saved. Okay, this is oh my god. Oh, thank God. Oh, see, there we go. Oh, I'm actually pretty happy about this because I literally since getting my my throat back. Oh man, RNGESUS, my dude. Since getting my throat back, I'm still kind of like not 100%. So I really wanted the time to kind of like make content and then save time on my throat. So that to give you like a further idea of like what that means, it means this. It means that I get my last, if I get my camera back, my last generic, which is there. And that means that I can actually get my 6-star awakening gem. But here's the thing, like, and I will be brutally honest, like, this is RNG. I got very lucky and other players are not. So I think that when Kabam are looking to like repeat this again or do something like this, they've got to learn lessons on this because other players will not be as fortunate. And you know, I'm pretty excited now that I get to do this. Now, there's tons of champions I do want from this, so I'm just going to quickly just whack this open. If I get skill, I'll be pretty happy because I might do Aegon as a 6-star. But yeah, I do have science, right? Do I have any science champions I'd like to awaken? I don't think so. 6-star awakenings on sciences. But you get to re-roll it. So that's something of a, you know, again, as a positive. All the champions I'd like to awaken at 6-star, kind of like, oh, well, Beardo. I'll have to look if I got 200 signatures I'm willing to invest in and make him a rank 3 6-star. Yeah, so I guess that's okay. It's good. Beardo, 200 signature. Nice. That actually, I might go with that. I might stick with that. Yeah. That's been a video. How's your luck been with this? What are your thoughts on the trade-in store? I got very lucky. I will be brutally honest. I got very lucky right here, but other players are not. Thoughts in the comment section. Appreciate you. Much love. Have a great day. Bye bye for now. Oh, and check out some other content on screen, by the way. Yes. Thank you. Bye bye.